Hey folks, so just a follow-up video. As I said last time, this end sling here isn't in the best spots if you want to have a torch or something like that. So I bought this Weaver rail adapter, which is much easier to get into, and it's much lower, so it'll allow me to mount a torch up the front there. Sorry folks, I've been really crook for a while. I'm going to leave this on here, but last time when I was shooting it, the buttstock was sliding forward, so it wasn't really all that good, all that practical with that 8-shot, as I said. I've kept my Bushnell 1x40, come on focus, Samsung phone, kept the Bushnell 1x40 red dot on there. It's a red and green dot, and I bought this adapter 11mm dovetail to 21mm Weaver. Left that on there. Last time I shot it slid back and came loose, so I'm going to give it one more try, and then I'll have to go the cleavers adapter on there. So this is how it's going to work. Now, summary, I'm going to try to remember, because I did have it written down, I can't remember where I put it now. I'm going to do a quick summary of the problems I thought I was going to have last time. The oil that I thought might be slippery on the fore grip was never an issue. It was actually really good. You may have seen in some of the other videos I had, even though I did that video where I said, you know, don't try to go the longest way, go the shortest way. That did not help in one bit. I was getting loading around in, firing it, and it would get stuck in there. I couldn't action it at all. It was just like this. She completely jammed in there, wouldn't action the lever at all. It was just really stuck. The other problem I had was, as it was bringing the round back to throw it out, it would sort of get stuck halfway out, so that was another jamming problem. There's nothing I could do that I thought that I would fix the problem. Nothing I would do. We put probably, I don't know, between 50 and 70 rounds through it, and by the end it was just cycling beautifully. It was really nice to use. But yeah, those first probably 20 rounds were shocking, absolutely shocking. Just about every round was jamming up, and you can see that in a few of the other videos I did with it shooting. The other problem I mentioned last time with the front, I'll show you what I'm talking about, the front choke. I said you got to tension that. That definitely did come loose for me, and wasn't. And you do have to keep that in mind to tighten that up every now and again. The front sight on this thing I thought was actually quite good. You can see that quite well. So just one thing I was going to do today is a bit of an experiment. I've heard you can load five rounds into the bottom tube in 2 3/4 plus the one in the chamber. I wanted to do a video today to see how many rounds you could fit in the 3-inch, and see if you could get 5 3-inch rounds in it, which I don't think you can. If not, can you fit 1 3-inch and 4 2 3/4 in there? So we've got some Federal Premium pardon me, BB shot. These are the 3-inch shells, and they're the Magnum. And then you've just got some 7.5-inch low recoil Champions. So that's the Champion there. You can see it's got smaller brass, making it low recoil, where the Magnum's got a bigger brass, and they're obviously the 3-inch shells as opposed to the 2 3/4. So let's get into seeing how many 3-inch. I'll just quickly show you. It's not currently loaded for all the sooks out there, so I'm going to close it so hasn't got one in the chamber. And let's see how many 3-inch we can get in there. 1, 2. It's really hard to do while you're holding a phone with one hand. 3, 4. Let's see if we can get that 5th one in there. not quite, and you can see it's about the bit more than the length of the brass, won't go in. So when it comes to 3-inch, you can only actually get 4 rounds in the tube. So it essentially will reduce it down to a 5-shot total with the one in the chamber. Right, I don't have a pause on this Samsung phone, so I'm going to have to make a secondary video, which I'm about to do in a second, and I'll load it up as well, showing just how many, if you can get 5 in there, if it's only 1 3-inch, or can you get 2 3-inches. I've got a feeling I'll be lucky to even get 1 3-inch in there plus 4 2 3/4. So that'll be the next video. Cheers, guys.